Good evening there, ladies and gents. And I haven't done any videos for a while, and I apologise. I finally got my computer back in working order, and tonight I'm going to start by reviewing two recent movies that I've seen. Terminator Genesis and Jurassic World. They're both a kind of movies which seek to reboot their respective franchises, which have been dormant for some time. Jurassic World, of course. After Jurassic Park 3, the franchise went into limbo for 14 years, development hell, trying to get the fourth movie off the ground. And it finally emerged this year as Jurassic World, of course. It involves none of the stars from the original film, except for B.D. Wong playing Dr. Wu, who appeared in Jurassic Park in 1993. Although he turns into kind of a douchebag in this film. It turns out that he's after money. So, if you've seen a Jurassic Park film, I think you know what you're in for. The movie is set 22 years after the original film, on the same island, Isla Nublar, and they've reopened the park, except this time it's a fully functioning park. It's open, there's thousands of guests coming through, and the park is now called Jurassic World. And the lead actors are Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard. And the true lead of this film, I think, is Ms. Howard. It's her that goes on the character arc. She goes on a similar arc to Alan Grant, Sam Neill's character in the first film, going from being a career-oriented person who isn't particularly interested in children and becoming more maternal as the film progresses, which is kind of similar to the arc he went through. And Chris Pratt is advertised as the lead, but I think it's actually more her film. He plays a raptor trainer in the film, like domesticating raptors. And the new big bad of this film is a genetically modified hybrid dinosaur called Indominus Rex. And it's a crossbreed between T-Rex and cuttlefish and several other lizard species, and a hidden ingredient which InGen don't want to tell their inferiors about. And it turns out that the hidden part of the recipe was actually raptor genetics. And the Indominus Rex is a nice new villain, and it's intimidating and scary as hell, and it is the villain you'll be spending most of this movie with. This film, of course, is mostly about the dinosaurs, more so than the humans. That's what people come to see when they see a Jurassic Park film. And if you want to see dinosaurs, you've come to the right place, because there's a lot of them in this film. The CGI is good as always. The first Jurassic Park from 1993 has still held up and stood the test of time as a magnificent film, which it doesn't feel dated at all. The special effects still look nice, and this one doesn't disappoint in the effects department. It has fantastic CGI, and the performances all around are quite good. You've also got Vincent D'Onofrio, a well-known character actor, playing a shady kind of mercenary character. The film has gone through some efforts to update itself for the modern age. So there's a few panderings to the Call of Duty crowd, like a group of mercenaries with guns show up, and that's fine. It has to stick with the times, and it appears that the film has paid off, because it's now one of the highest earning films of all time, worldwide. And no one expected it to be that successful. They expected it to be big, but not quite that colossal, that tyrannosaur-sized. And it broke all expectations, and it completely shattered the box office, and it's earned over $1 billion worldwide. And that's good news, because I want to see more from this franchise, and I hope it doesn't take them another 14 years to get it up and running again after this one. I hope to see another film in a few years down the line. And there's a few Easter eggs to the original film, which long-time fans will enjoy. I saw a copy of Dr. Ian Malcolm's book, God Created Dinosaurs, on a tech nerd's desk. And there's a funny nerd character who is a fan of the original Jurassic Park theme park, and he's wearing a Jurassic Park t-shirt, probably from the gift shop from Hammond's original park. And he's like the comic relief of the film. And his addition was quite welcome. Mr. DNA makes a reoccurrence. If you remember the original film, there was a cartoon character explaining how the DNA splicing technology works, called Mr. DNA, cartoon character, and he reappears in this film. The Spinosaurus also reappears in the form of a skeleton, sorry. And the T-Rex smashes through it, and it's kind of like payback for the Spinosaurus killing the T-Rex in Jurassic Park 3. Fans didn't take too kindly to the Spino taking out their favourite dinosaur, so to readdress that balance, they've made T-Rex get his revenge in this film. And apparently it's the same T-Rex from the original 1993 film, the same one. And it's survived all these years somehow. Like, I thought that they bred some kind of lysol deficiency into the dinosaurs so that they, would die in captivity after a while. And somehow this T-Rex has survived for 22 years. And he has the raptor scars from the attack in Jurassic Park 1 to prove it. So, all round, it's a very entertaining film. It's rated M in Australia for some violence and scary scenes, but it's mostly family friendly. And I'd be interested to hear what you have to say about it. This is Adam Walton signing out. I'll have my Terminator review coming up very soon. Have a great evening, everyone.